The Valuation Scorecard presents PTR's appraisal of PulteGroup's potential stock price performance relative to its peer group. PTR's analysis is based on three key drivers of value: growth, profitability, and risk. PulteGroup, through its subsidiaries, primarily engages in the home building business in the United States. It acquires and develops land primarily for residential purposes and constructs housing on such land. In addition, the company arranges financing through the origination of mortgage loans, primarily for home buyers, sells the servicing rights for the originated loans, and provides title insurance policies and examination and closing services to home buyers. PulteGroup is traded on the New York Stock Exchange with the ticker PHM. Pulte closed trading on April 28th at $67.15 with a market cap of just under $15 billion. Welcome to Price Target Research. I'm John Lafferty. Key PulteGroup characteristics are its high financial strength, its stability, its above average profitability, and above average expected growth. A big positive influence on Pulte's valuation is its superior risk profile. At the current price of $67, what is the market's view of Pulte's future operating performance? To achieve average annual stock market performance of 9% over the next 5 years, Pulte shares will need to reach $113. To achieve upper quartile performance, Pulte's stock price will need to reach $133 by 2028. Quartile Chart is an essential tool in producing PTR's valuation scorecard. For each metric included, performance of a company and its peer group is ranked high to low and quartiles identified. The high end of the bar is top quartile, the bottom end is low quartile, and the line in the middle is median performance. The company's value is determined and converted to a percentile and plotted with a red dot. Quartile charts are used to help define a company's investment profile. 12 investment variables are used in the analysis, arranged into 4 categories: valuation, growth, profitability, and risk. Instances in which Pulte's relative position is either top or bottom quartile help give the company its personality or its investment profile. Looking at the current data, Pulte's investment profile is extremely well defined. A large number of characteristics stand out: low PE ratio, low price book ratio, high financial strength, high stock price volatility, low financial leverage, low equity market cap, high expected growth, high historical growth, and finally low earnings volatility are all extreme. Relative to the S&P 500 then, PulteGroup has neutral growth value characteristics. Its appeal is likely to be to investors neutral towards income. Pulte is of the highest investment quality and its valuation is low, reflecting low investor expectations and limiting price risk if its performance falls short of expectations. Pulte's peer group consists of 14 companies that have very similar investment operating characteristics. With respect to valuation and investment returns, the company has low valuation but leading shareholder returns. Current valuation levels are below average relative to the peer group, whereas recent market returns have significantly outperformed the Pulte peer group. Relative to the S&P 500, Pulte's overall valuation is quite low. 4 of the 5 factors are lower quartile. The highest factor is the ratio of enterprise value to assets, followed by the price equity ratio, then by the ratio of enterprise value to revenue, ratio of enterprise value to EBITDA, and finally the lowest factor is the price earnings ratio, which is also lower quartile. Pulte's annual total returns for the most recent 4 quarters are 41.1% a year, which is upper quartile relative to the S&P 500. Current 5-year total returns of 16.2% per year are also upper quartile relative to the S&P 500. Pulte's past growth is very high. Equity growth, earnings growth, revenue growth have all been superior. These factors have buoyed market perceptions of Pulte. Pulte's consensus growth rate forecast, the average of Wall Street analyst forecast, is 16%, in line with the average of the historical growth measures. PTR's growth rate forecast is also 16%, right in line with the consensus, and in line with the average of the historical growth measures. Pulte's asset turnover, return on equity, and pre-tax return on assets are group leading. These factors have strengthened market perceptions of the company. The company has high excess cash, however, and will have to work hard to reinvest those funds at attractive returns to support the profitability and current profitability and valuation levels. Our return on equity forecast is 16.5%, which is below our recent forecast. The company did enjoy a dramatic steady increase between 2014 and 2022, and we're well above the 2014 low of 8%. The risk profile has been PulteGroup's biggest valuation strength. The risk profile is very favorable. Overall variability has been only average, with only average revenue variability, very low earnings variability, and average stock price volatility. Financial strength is relatively very high, and earnings expectations are extremely high. The debt-to-capital ratio has also declined very significantly recently. Relative to the Pulte Home peer group, the company's wealth creation profile is very favorable. This profile is based on measures of warranted value, appreciation potential, and total shareholder returns. The recent trend in Pulte's warranted market value has been 34.3% annually, a quite high change. The appreciation score of 83 is very high, and it puts Pulte into the top 15% of companies in terms of potential appreciation. As mentioned before, Pulte's one-year total return has been 41.1%, which is very high, and its 5-year annualized total return is 16.2%, which is also very high. Pulte's total shareholder returns are expected to significantly beat the overall equity market. Based on current investor expectations, Pulte shares should reach a level of $319 by 2028, a 30% a year total shareholder return. A 2028 stock price of 113 would reflect median performance, and a price of 133 would be required to reach upper quartile performance. PTR's value trend rating is the overall measure of a stock's attractiveness relative to a universe of all companies traded on North American exchanges. Stocks with high value trend ratings, A or B, are expected to lead the general market, while stocks with low value trend ratings are expected to lag. Pulte has a current value trend rating of A, which is our highest rating. With this rating, PTR's two proprietary measures of a stock's attractiveness are providing consistent signals. Pulte has a good appreciation score of 83 and a very high power rating of 100, leading to the highest value trend rating. Pulte's rating history has been stable. Over the last 41 months, it's been A or B rated about 95% of the time. Pulte has been neutrally rated only 5% of the time. During the full 41-month period, beginning in December of 2019, the value trend rating has remained A. In the recent period, beginning October of 2022 and ending in April, Pulte's value trend rating rose from B to A. Well, that's it for this valuation scorecard for PulteGroup, Inc. You can find additional company research on our website at pricetargetresearch.com and more videos on youtube.com/pricetargetresearch.